I imagine all of us had some form of troubles when facing the Powerswing. I've heard like tons of complaints on how broken its hitbox is, and you're not wrong, it is indeed very broken. From hits that should just not hit, to truly insane angles that should be impossible to land a hit based on the animation of the attack. It almost feels like a Path of Titans dinosaur with AoE effects, and while I truly believe that the hitscan nature of this attack is incompatible with the way desync works in the OWL, the thing I have the most issues with myself is the speed of the attack and its extremely low cooldown, making a Stegosaurus pretty unapproachable by pretty much anything while it has its tail up. I also believe that the Stego should lose stamina while it raises its tail, or have the hitbox reworked so that it's more accurate. But I'm not here today to complain about all that. I will, however, show you guys a short compilation of how insane the Stego hits are. This one, hit a pounce, it doesn't latch. Alright, cool. Tail didn't touch me, I am dead. Let's go to the next one. Alright, let's slow it down. This time I tried to challenge the Powerswing, trying to be faster than it. See a moment, I go for it, I latch on, and I just die. The swing didn't even happen on my end, and this is why the hitscan nature of the attack, combined with the alt desync, is just incompatible. So here I once again try to challenge it, knowing that a lag hit can occur. A lag hit is when you latch on, you're fast enough, it power swings so you get off, and this is why I hate how slow, how low the cooldown is of the attack, because you cannot even recover from that. There's no point. I think the same problem happens when Dibbles fight it, they get knocked over and after that they get hammered, and I mean absolutely hammered. So if you land one attack, you land like 2 or 3 attacks. And with that amount of damage, that's crazy. And fair enough, challenging the Powerswing is not a big brain move. However, I think it is fair to argue that it is overtuned right now and that its hit range is insane. Let me just, these were the mild examples. If you guys think this is what I had to show, oh, you're so wrong. The real crazy shit is up next. So this is one of those examples that you just cannot defend. Bro swang in a completely different direction. And I still bit it. When I saw this one, I was absolutely puzzled. And of course, the classic. Alright, let's do a little quiz. If I unpause this, will I be alive? Or will I be dead? I'll give you guys a few seconds. Okay, that already gets you.
That's too much.
Honestly, if the hitboxes were really accurate, that should not have gotten me. Up till none of the lag.
So you
Okay,
no.
it can still get me, it's just unreliable. Honestly, the way the tail moves, this should be safe, but it isn't.
It should be. That's what I think as well.
And what I meant with an AoE attack from Path of Titans, this is a good example. I am in front of it. Absolutely crazy. I already accepted that the devs will never fix these issues, and that the Stego fans will simply say like, yo, we need to be able to kill a Rex with it. As if that is ever going to happen in a 1v1 situation. I also remember seeing a post on the official OWL court where someone suggested buffs to the Stego because, and I quote, a Stego should be able to fight off 2 Rexes on its own and only die if there are 3. Like, the amount of copium is simply off the charts here. I'm not even gonna try to convince you guys that that is madness. I have faith in the fact that my audience has brain cells to comprehend this by themselves. And as I said, I am not here to complain about the Stego. See, I have a Stego guide in the works. We had a classic problem, our inability to deal with the Powerswing on good players who would simply stay patient, and to only be able to kill a bad Stego. That just did not sit well with me. So we went exploring, and we got hammered by the Powerswing over and over and over and over and over and over. So we called it a day. I was tired after running Stego fights for the full day without any results. And to be honest, I was ready to quit and give up on this one, and simply drop a video showcasing how broken Stego is and hoping for the devs to finally fix it. The next day I woke up and I said, you know what, no, we're not gonna quit. We are going to find a way. And I thought back to how I did things on Legacy. On Legacy we would experiment with the hitbox by doing the most absurd things. Things you already assumed as something that is impossible and like 100% chance to kill you on the spot. So we did this on the Stego in EVRIMA, and we actually found something. Now you might be thinking, yo Nick, why do you waste 6 minutes of our life by showing things that have nothing to do with this blind spot on the thumbnail? Well, that is because if the devs see this video and they decide to fix the blind spot, I low-key expect them to fix the rest as well. Because if they fix the rest as well, we would not need such a blind spot. So, you know, that's why I included it. Sorry for wasting you guys' time, but now we're actually going to get into the main topic of the video. In the following footage, we were trying out spots to stand in them to see if it would kill us, yes or no. And we were just experimenting.
Oh, that will get you. Swing. Interesting.
Yeah, so you can do that. I just tested that. But it's a bit finicky. Sometimes
Wow,
it'll hit
that
you.
is pretty good. That is
But you have to be
actually
crouching
pretty
as
good.
well.
I know.
When crouch sprint comes in, it's going to be useful. It's
Yeah.
like this, it's not.
Let me try.
Because they turn, you don't have enough time to actually get out of that.
I know, but you can do this.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Or is
that
that-
is
are
a
they
weakness.
just gonna
That is a weakness.
Yeah, it's a good, it's a usable one. The problem is, they're gonna learn it very quick. They're gonna stop standing completely still. They're not gonna let you get in there.
I know, but when the tail goes
Yeah,
down,
but
you
it's
just
still
press
enough to
X.
bait, I think. Bait
Yeah,
or
you
swing.
just do this. That is consistent.
All they need to do is turn slightly in one direction to hit you. He's even turning.
Wait, you two get next to me. Let's just make a tree row. See how
Yeah,
much
yeah.
space we have for it.
It's a lot of space.
No, don't do that. It will make me
Wait, that
stand
didn't even hit!
up. Interesting. I'll go a bit on this side.
Ow!
Okay, so that's the range. The range, I'm guessing, is their leg.
Yeah, their legs. You have to be in between their legs, guys.
Okay.
And we have another thing that we should check.
The further you
big?
go in, the closer you
No,
are
no,
to
no.
the legs.
How big does the Stego have to be for this to work?
Ah.
Shrink her.
I am bringing you blankets, you're being so rude.
I don't think this will work.
I highly doubt it. Huh? Okay.
Ooh, ow, ow, ow. But at least if it's small like that, you don't die on the spot. Okay. So if we can dodge this one, because let's be real, on this size you would just bite the head 5 times and yeah, but in manner of speech. But you can get up till here. So where the tail starts to do a bend.
Are you crouching at all or just standing?
Ow. Woo!
Or standing or crouching?
Crouching, of course.
Okay. Because you were
Stand to get
motorboating,
hit.
so I couldn't tell.
Oh. Maybe that actually had an influence.
Yeah, it might be. Maybe it makes your hitbox taller when you're motorboating. Ah, yeah, keeping the head looking down. But then you can't pounce if
I
you're
can.
looking straight down.
I can just look forward, I think.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
What if I push you into it, swing?
I feel we have to do it the moment of the attack. I need to find the timing. GG.
I had a feeling that would happen.
It doesn't make sense.
We're beating Powerswing. But now the
Okay.
only question is, how
The
fast
thing is,
can you
Stego's
lower your
spin
tail
around.
and not
Yeah, that's
swing?
the right side move.
See? You clip that one too. How close can we get on it? Hey yo,
Oops.
we are cooking.
It's probably
I
not
think
that
here
close.
we're dead.
Yeah, I agree.
No?
Whoa!
Yep. Okay, so this is
Yeah.
the dangerous one. You really have to be all the way here, I think. Oh, and this one is dangerous too.
Oh my god.
Floof, you do it. You're Sarah. You know that's too late. You're too close. You're gonna die.
Way too close.
Try closer.
What are you doing?
Who was that? Gary Chill. Oh.
How close can it be if we're just standing there?
It's fairly close as well. I think it's within distance to pounds.
Okay, so you can be underneath the tail, really. It just makes it safer. So in theory, you can just run to the back, like as a speedy move, right? When the tail goes up. You can just do this. Brake check here. Let me check that.
Hitting me when I'm on you, evil.
Yeah, you can just do this.
You.
Look. Just stop here. And Now that's what I call research. I'm right, she can protect her baby's eggs. It has 2 uses. So Stegos can protect their offspring. Ooh, no, 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 no. The double power swing. Okay, the baby should not swing. Never mind. Okay, good. I mean, good for us, not good for the Stegos. But if a Stego has offspring, the babies could go underneath, like very dangerous, and they should not move.
One small note, this blind spot is extremely good because it means that you can get closer to the Stego to launch your pounce. It is also amazing for Trudons because they're so small and they can latch on for free. But like the main issue that we had with big Stegos is that the tail is really long, so the amount of distance you have to cover to pounce makes you eligible to get hit by that power swing on bigger Stegos, and that's why you don't really have trouble on the little Stegos, you know, the subadults. So this method of getting closer to it without straight up dying is really good to land your pounces. Like, especially if you're facing a Stego that puts its head in a tree and just stands there, you can get really close and you can just, you know, when it power swings, take a nibble out of it and then you just dip. If it's just standing still and doesn't know about it and is trying to swing at you, that is stamina lost and a free pounce for you right there on top of it. There are so many things you can do with this. Also, the size you have to be, like Sarah can barely get away with it, but I saw a Carno get absolutely obliterated by it. And still stay really careful. Because movement is a thing, you know, if that thing starts rotating, then you get out of that dead zone where you cannot be hit, and they can suddenly hit you again. So whatever you're gonna do when utilizing this blind spot, make sure that it's a part of a plan that is already fast-paced to carry out. That's just a little note I wanted to add to all this. And of course, additionally, if you're a Stegosaurus who likes to protect other small herbivores, put them underneath your tail. You know, nothing can really reach them there. As long as they're underneath your tail, you're good. And then if you have another Stego with you that can cover, you know, the entrance to your blind spot, that is literally a cage you can put your young ones in. You can put a Dryaw in, a BP, Hipsy, whatever you're trying to protect. And yeah, you can really be a guardian like this in herds. Just put them underneath your tail. Small note, however, don't put them directly against your feet. Have a little bit of space so that they are like in the clear, because you don't want to accidentally kill them. Well, that's all.